What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new SUGOFEST that was announced today on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global, and kind of giving my thoughts and opinions on it, and just kind of giving you guys some helpful advice about this SUGOFEST itself. So, looking at the banner straight away, you can see straight away it is not a new Legend SUGOFEST. The next Legend to be released on Global should be the version 2 Doflamingo batch. However, we don't really know when that's coming yet, but it should be the next batch, and straight away that should be a big indication for most people not to pull straight away. But let's actually go through the SUGOFEST and break it down, okay? So straight away, looking at the banner, SUGOFEST, chance to get limited time characters from May 25th all the way to May 28th. So it's a 3-day SUGOFEST for this specific event right here. Now it says this SUGOFEST features rate boosted SUGOFEST exclusive characters, so that's nice. You got rated up legends, of course, and limited time characters such as Limited Leo, Burundi World, and Kid will be available in the SUGOFEST. So for some of these people who, some of these players that do want some of these limited rare characters but don't want to pull outside of a SUGOFEST, this is a good opportunity to get some of those characters. Now, we're not too sure at this current time. It's going to be actually a while before we know what the approximate rate for these characters are going to be. You would hope they're going to be pretty good, but we just don't know at this current time. So on top of this, rate boosted SUGOFEST exclusive characters will be very useful during Clash Doflamingo and Clash Sanji. So for some reason, they're giving people the opportunity to pull for characters against raid bosses that have already been on Global multiple times already. So I don't really understand why they're doing this. It doesn't really make much sense in my head. What's more, all wanted posters are guaranteed to be 4-star or better. So this is the continuing trend on Global with literally, I think since the anniversary, every single SUGOFEST we've had has been gold only since the anniversary SUGOFEST. That is awesome. I really like they're doing that because pulling silvers, man, like spending 5 gems for a silver, it's a bit of a waste. I mean, still you can get really bad 4-stars too, but I mean, at least it's a gold unit, you know, you can still get some pretty decent rate points from that. So it's nice, a 4-star or better SUGOFEST, which is good. Plus, the 10+1 rare recruit, the second multi, the 5th multi, and the 8th multi-pull, the last wanted poster, is guaranteed to be a limited time character. So, yeah, 2nd, 5th, and 8th is guaranteed to be a limited rare recruit unit. So 100 gems, you're guaranteed to get at least one of the limited rare recruit units, and the list of the limited rare recruits available will be listed in this SUGOFEST. We'll go down to that part in a little bit. Furthermore, they will join your crew at max special level, so that is also a pretty nice addition to this as well. If you do get one of those units as the 11th poster on the 2nd, 5th, or 8th, you will go ahead and get them at max special, which is pretty good considering some of these limited rare recruit units don't even have their skill books available yet, and they probably won't for a long time. So this is really good. You know, you can get them at max special straight away. Then on top of that, the regular, side of things with SUGOFEST, the 3rd, 6th, and 9th multi-pull will all be guaranteed reds with rate boosts to certain units on the 9th pull. So yeah, 3rd, 6th, 9th, last wanted poster is guaranteed to be SUGOFEST exclusive. Furthermore, the following characters will be rate boosted for the last wanted poster on the 9th pull. Now, honestly, this thing where it says the last unit on the 9th multi will be a higher rate boosted for these characters, like, don't even trust this that much because a majority of the time you'll get a legend that isn't even on this list. But anyways, it's saying that the V2 Rayleigh is going to be boosted, the Quick Rob Lucci, version 2 Rob Lucci, V2 Boa, Lucy, and also V2 Law, and also Blackbeard. So all these legends will be a higher rate to get on the 9th multi-pull on the 11th poster, but you're not guaranteed to get one of these units. So if you are looking for one of these units specifically, I really wouldn't recommend doing pulls on this SUGOFEST just to get these units. I would wait for a future SUGOFEST to go for them personally. Anyways, use this chance to get strong characters for your crew and use them to take on the Clash Heavenly Doflamingo and Clash Sanji. Once again, don't know why they want to allow people to pull for units for these specific raid bosses. There are plenty of free-to-play teams for these specific raid bosses, and also the fact that, like, these are really old raid bosses. I mean, V2 Dofi came out only a couple times since the anniversary. Sanji's been out quite a few times since the anniversary. So yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't really understand why, and plus those characters are not trusty characters. I mean, they could be trusty characters in the upcoming treasure map. That could happen where the V2 Dofi raid and also Clash Sanji could be trusty. That would actually make a little bit more sense. even still, it's still pretty strange that they are, you know, wanting people to beat those specific raid bosses. And then it's just giving you information. Okay, so the SUGOFEST exclusive characters that are going to be available are all of them, every single legend from Whitebeard all the way to V2 Rayleigh, all of them going to be available, of course. Then we have the SUGOFEST rate boosted characters. So we have Quick Barto, we have Strength Marigold, Dex Sandazonia, Quick Wanda, Dex Daruma, Sai Usopp, Strength Sanji, Quick Speed Jiru. Speed Jiru is actually good for V2 Raid Dofi, I remember that specifically. Diamante, the Strength Diamante, and also Quick Inazuma. So all of these characters are going to be rate boosted. If you don't have any of these rare recruits, potentially could be a good chance to get them. And even if you do have them, you could potentially, you know, go for rainbowing for some of them in Limit Break as well. And then obviously the 4-star versions as well. So now we've got the limited time characters. So these are the limited rare recruit units that you can only pull outside of a SUGOFEST, but this time around they will be inside the SUGOFEST as well, so you can do your multis and get a chance to get these characters as well. We've got the brand new Int Law that came out relatively recently. Int Leo, who honestly is one of the better limited rare recruits in the game. He's the only striker that removes damage limiter, I'm pretty sure, or he's the only striker that gets rid of Rainbow Shield, one of the two. Very, very good unit. And then we've got Strength Burundi World, who is a very, very useful shooter character to have. He has a very unique special ability, very good for shooter teams. Then you've got Ben Beckman, who's a very good cerebral unit. He's a conditional booster. He gives you the condition as well, and he also gives adjacent orbs matching. He's a very powerful limited rare recruit unit. Boss Jinbei, again, one of the better ones as well, gives adjacent orbs matching, 2.5 chain lock if your captain's a fighter and stuff like that. He's very, very good. Then you've got Eustace Kid. We all know him, 2x striker attack booster. You've got Akainu, who is very good as well. I believe he's a 2x orb booster for Driven, but he does really nice AoE damage, and if you max out his skill on a Hody team, he's very good on that as well. His AoE is very, very significant. You've got Aokiji as well, he's not the best just because shooters are kind of lackluster right now. Then you've got Kizaru, who's probably the worst limited rare recruit in the game, and then you've got Fisher Tiger as well. Fisher Tiger is actually very powerful, 1.75 attack booster for Powerhouse for 3 turns, so he's very, very strong as well. So there are a lot of good limited rare recruits available in the SUGOFEST. So yeah, if you are wanting to get some of these characters, then this might be a good opportunity to do so, and that's about it. There are no additional rewards after you do the 9th multi-pull, and also limited time characters will not be available for rare recruits without notices that do not mention them. So if you're looking for a specific limited rare recruit, make sure you check before you actually do pulls that the unit is actually in the banner. So yeah, this time around, these specific limited rare recruit units will be available, so not like the new Rogue, he will not be available in this specific banner. But anyways, that's kind of the overview of the brand new SUGOFEST. Now, people are going to ask, should I pull? I would say no, especially if you're a free-to-play player. I would only be pulling on SUGOFESTs that are all-round 2x legend rate SUGOFEST, not just rate boosted for some specific legends, but like 2x legend rate, so the chances to get any given red poster will be doubled. That is what I would be waiting for if you are a free-to-play player. If you're a player that spends a little bit of money here or there, I still really wouldn't recommend pulling on this SUGOFEST, just because V2 Dofi is coming extremely soon. Like, he literally could be coming back to back after this SUGOFEST. They might have some other limited rare recruit banner, or maybe a special edition banner to pull some limited units or something, and then they'll have V2 Dofi. But expect V2 Dofi extremely soon. And the fact that that SUGOFEST on Japan was a 2x legend rate Sugo, it could be, you know, they could have a Dressrosa event related to that. But overall, I really wouldn't recommend pulling. Even if you are even like an Omega Whale, I really, really wouldn't recommend pulling on this SUGOFEST. Personally, I'm not going to be doing any pulls for this SUGOFEST. As I mentioned, V2 Dofi is so close, guys. Just hold your gems, pull through, and wait for version 2 Doflamingo, because you guys are definitely going to love that specific SUGOFEST. But that's kind of just the video I wanted to make for you guys today, because I know a lot of people are going to be asking me, should I pull, should I pull? No, just don't pull. Wait for Doflamingo. He's coming very soon. And that's going to conclude the video, guys. I really hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.